Hello, this is MannySoto. Welcome to my video. Today I'm gonna show you the power rule. What you see on the screen right now is d dx of x to the nth power equals n times x to the n minus 1. What you're seeing there, x is a variable. Let me highlight the x. What you are doing here is you are taking the derivative. This is what this is. This is actually some calculus. What you're doing here, you're taking the derivative of something with respect to x. So wherever you see it, where you see the operator d dx, that isn't actually a fraction, or it's just a notation. What you're doing there, it means that you're taking the derivative of a function with respect to x. And what you're taking the derivative of is what's inside these items. And if you notice, you have 3x's. The only thing that changes is what happens to the end. So if you start, let me give you an example here. Let's do a problem. Let me get you a fancy pen. Do you like green? Okay, I hope you do. And we will proceed to get a function. Let's say f of x equals x to the third power. So here you can see that our n is equal to 3. And our x is the same x as in the power rule. Let me put a square around the power rule, so that we can know that that is the formula that we are applying. And if anybody asks you what kind of calculus you've done, you can tell them that you've done derivatives. So in this case, if we're going to take the derivative of f of x, we could say like this. d dx, that is just the operator. That's the operation that you are applying. And then you can put your f of x in there. But that kind of doesn't tell us too much. But we do know that f of x is equal to x cubed. So what makes more sense is to write it like this, look. d dx of x cubed. At that point, you got a piece of cake. Look at what the power rule says. On the other side, if you have n, put the n in front. Well, you're gonna keep your x, right? Let me show you. You have your x right there, and you have your x right there. And according to the power rule, you should have an x right here. So let's go ahead and put our x right there. Now the only difference is that your n that goes in front of the x is missing, so we just put our 3. And then you have an n minus 1, so you put your 3 minus 1 up there. This is correct, but normally it's better to do any arithmetic that's left. So you have 3x, 3 minus 1 is 2, 3x squared. And there, if you understood that, that means that you understood your first derivatives. Thank you for watching my video.